Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be combining a variety of the LEGO Harry Potter Summer 2021, 2022, and 2023 sets to make a rather cool combination, as you guys can see in the instruction booklet. So here's a look at the final combination that we're supposed to be getting after we combine all of these sets together, which is rather exciting. This here actually looks a lot like the microscale Hogwarts castle that's like $500 Canadian that I actually have. So a comparison will be coming out very soon to the channel after this video comes out. And if you take a look at the sets that we need Dumbledore's office, we need the Prisoner of Azkaban Sirius Black's rescue, we need the Room of Requirement, the Clock Tower Polyjuice Potion Mistake, the Battle of Hogwarts, and lastly, the Chamber of Secrets to make this fantastic looking model, and I'm so excited to see it come together. Very cool. Here's a look at the back, which honestly looks incredible. I mean, all the detail is really fun to see, and I can see this being a hit as a playset. Now for the initial combination, I've purposely decided to leave out the sets that LEGO told us not to include, being the Gryffindor Common Room, the Hogwarts Grand Staircase, Fluffy's Encounter, and the first flying lesson. For now, we'll stick with the initial combination. Without further ado, let's get into it. The very first set we need for the combination is the Prisoner of Azkaban model here. So I'm just going to take it apart and get the part that we need, which should be this here on this side. This thing is the very first thing that we're going to be using for the combination. So basically take apart your set, scooch it to the side, and you're left with this thing. The next part that we need is actually from the Battle of Hogwarts. So these right here. The very first thing you have to do is make sure that these are stuck together. So you take this part off, is what I assume, because I want to have this very easy to deal with, not a little bit difficult. You can take one of these, this here, you put this at the very top, like so. And like that, it's actually intact and sturdy. I'm going to move these to the side, and I guess LEGO kind of put that there, which I am not the biggest fan of because it's kind of awkward. A little awkward, you know, but it works for what it is. You know, just for consistency, I'm going to take the side off too. And I'm going to be doing some modifications, you know, just to make sure everything is nice and sturdy for you guys. So you feel free to follow along if you really want to. So like that, I just took this here, took the side pieces, put this there, you know, for ease of accessibility. And here we have the part from the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I just put a Technic pin here. And ta-da! Oops. Ta-da! We have this front portion now all ready to go with the rest of the combination. The very next step would be to grab the bridge part of the Battle of Hogwarts. Try to elegantly take this apart without destroying the entire model, if you so please. I mean, I'm talking to myself here because I always have a tendency of destroying this thing with my bare hands, so it's not very fun. And then you would essentially take this on this side, grab this, and be like, okay, Hogwarts Bridge, here we go. This goes here. See, the thing about these combination thingies is that having like real footage here of things breaking is how it really is. I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat it. It has a very bad habit of just falling apart in your hands. And is that fun? Absolutely not. Am I getting bored of it? Yes, I am. And then the next thing would be to grab the bridge here and pop the Technic pin there. And put the side of the bridge along with it, like so. And there we have it. We have ourselves a bridge connected with the Prisoner of Azkaban and the front of the Battle of Hogwarts. I realize that it's getting very confusing for me to keep track of all the tan, so I've decided to actually go about combining it from the inside and then turning it all around. So that's going to be painful, but I think it's going to be worth it. If you scooch on over, we're going to grab the Great Hall, which is the first part here. And then we're going to take this to the side. And then so you want us to keep Gilderoy Lockhart's office there. And then grab at the very back this part of Dumbledore's office. So, yeah. And obviously just turn it around. And there we have it. We have a nice chunk out of the way. And on this side, it seems like we need to go back. We need to grab the little Dumbledore library and ensure that we can combine it with this side. And apparently it's supposed to be at this little angle. So I guess basically in this video you guys are having the opportunity of seeing the inside first before the outside, which is typically not the way how I do things, but we'll do it like this because it's funner. Anyway, because it's easier too. So we have the Polyjuice Potion Mistake bathroom set right over here, which I'm going to be stacking. Here, we're supposed to combine the clock tower. So we basically have the staircase right here. Do this, and then you take your clock tower, and then it should be nice and strong there. Now, apparently, this entire section gets removed. So we shall remove it. Now that these little roofs are gone, we can focus on things that actually matter. Anyway, right over on this side, we pretty much have it set up. Apparently this part is taken off in the instructions. And this part is also removed. So that leaves us with space for the clock tower, which pretty much sits right on top. And then you basically proceed to grab this Prisoner of Azkaban section, and then you simply place it right on top of here. And then on this section, I removed the stick originally, but I'm going to put it back right here like so. So that's good. And then I'm going to grab this little roof section, put this like this, and then this other roof section, and then put it like that. So that works. And for this awkward section that has no roof, you basically grab the little flying thing and put it on like this. And that should solve that problem. Before we take a look at the outside, here's a look at the inside. So yeah, we got the room of requirement, we got the clock tower, hospital wing, we got the library at the very bottom there, fireplace, stairs, we've got the bathroom there, the roof, a random prison cell, which is fun. We've got Dumbledore, we've got Gilderoy Lockhart's classroom, and of course the Chamber of Secrets and all that, so that's pretty cool. So this is essentially a general shot of the inside. Alright, so for the outside, watch as I do the following. I'm just going to grab this little section that I've built before, which basically consists of the Battle of Hogwarts section here, the entire middle center. This part from the Prisoner of Azkaban, Sirius Black's Rescue, the rooftop, which actually came from the Great Hall. And then now I can take this section and simply combine it on this side, while having the clock tower still at the very back, which is the entire goal. And now, of course, the moment we've all been waiting for, grabbing the bridge section and combining them both from this side to that side. So hopefully this will be a smooth transition. So it turns out I've made a little mistake, so I'm going to fix it real quick. I've put that there, even though we're supposed to have this here instead. And then now that we have more consistency on that side, I can pretty much take this rocky portion and then put this in the corner like so, which basically puts everything together on that side. And then essentially, you just grab your little Prisoner of Azkaban section. You put this here. So then, you can now use the hinge feature, which I'll be incorporating on this side at least. And then you could essentially just click it on the other side right there. And that pretty much wraps up this nightmare of a journey, trying to combine this entire thing together, because honestly, it kind of drove me crazy. There is so many things that were coming out of nowhere, and we still have a couple random missed parts that I've just not put in, I guess. Like these two sections right here. And this center section, which honestly just could not fit anywhere in a reasonable fashion without being so awkward and weird, especially because of those random square windows. And this top section right here, so yeah. Well, I guess the combination is now done, so let's take a look at the entire thing from the outside and see how cool it really is and if it's really worth getting the Battle of Hogwarts and investing in getting these sets in the first place. So right here we have a look at the entire combination, which I think looks incredible from the outside. This here is a solid 8 out of 10 in my books. But from the outside though, this does look very similar to the microscale Hogwarts castle. I'll be comparing them both together in a video coming very soon to the channel, so stick around and stay tuned for that. But for the model that we have right in front of us here, I would say it looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously, like, the windows don't really match. We have some golden windows and then some white windows and then some black windows. So it's not really flowy in my opinion. It still seems kind of random in that sense, but everything really comes together so nicely. Well guys, that pretty much brings a wrap to the video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this combination and if you think it's actually worth the energy and the effort of finding these sets and combining them together. The more sets they include, the more stressful it is to try and find a proper combination for this thing. And I really wish in the future LEGO would give us clear instructions to combine this together, because it got really confusing at times, considering that all these sets look very identical and they're all tan and they all have sand green roofs and everything like that. So it got very confusing, which is why it took me so long to get this done. And on that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.